So let's solve this question. In this question we are given that y is equal to n by n plus 1 into n by n plus 2 into n by n plus 3 till n by n plus n to the power 1 by n. We have to find its value. How to approach such kind of problems? Can you tell us?
First thing that you need to get it, that there is a mistake in the question. It is not written that n tends to infinity.
Okay.
That is a very important thing. Otherwise, this question doesn't make sense. Second thing you got to see is this can be expressed in the form of limit of a sum. Not at this moment, but by taking log. If you take log,
then the product will convert into sum.
And and you see the power is 1 by n, so we'll get 1 by n multiplied as well. So it will become log n over n plus 1 plus log n over n plus 2 and so on.
Okay.
Up till in log n over 2n. So now what what we can do is we can convert it into 1 by n. Okay, log of 1 over 1 plus 1 by n.
Okay.
Plus log of 1 over 1 plus 2 by n, and goes on up till log of 1 over 1 plus 1. So see, this is an.
This is basically n by n.
N by n. So yeah, I better write it as n by n for clarity. So अब हम यहाँ पे हमें पता चल जाए कि हमारी बिगिनिंग जो लिमिट होगी वो हमेशा ज़ीरो होगी क्योंकि यहाँ पे एक्चुअली आप इसको एक तरीका और है, आप इसको कैसे एनालाइज कर सकते हैं. इसको आप एनालाइज इस तरीके से कर सकते हैं कि आप इनिशियल ले लीजिए. आर की फ़र्स्ट वैल्यू क्या है? आर की फ़र्स्ट वैल्यू है 1. तो आपकी फ़र्स्ट वैल्यू हो जाएगी 1 बाई एन. ओके, एन टेंड्स टू इन्फिनिटी जब होगा लिमिट, तो ये आपकी इनिशियल लिमिट हो जाएगी, दैट इज़ इक्वल टू 0.
एग्जैक्टली.
जो आपकी फाइनल है लिमिट, ओके, इन एन टेंड्स टू इन्फिनिटी जो है n बाई एन, दैट इज़ इक्वल टू 1. ये आपकी अपर लिमिट हो जाएगी. अच्छा, अब मैं आपको हमने ये तो अपर और लोअर लिमिट निकालनी है. फंक्शन तो हमें क्वाइट क्लियरली दिख ही रहा है. फंक्शन क्या होगा? लॉग 1 ओवर 1 प्लस एक्स.
एग्जैक्टली.
ये हमारा फंक्शन हो जाएगा. तो अब हमें इसे इंटीग्रेट कर इसका आंसर निकालना है. हमें इसे इंटीग्रेट करना है फ्रॉम 0 टू 1.
ओके.
सो वी सी दैट हम इसे लॉग वाई को हम लिख सकते हैं. लॉग वाई इज इक्वल टू log of 1 over 1 plus x, यानी log minus log 1 plus x.
एग्जैक्टली.
From 0 to 1. अब हमें इसे इंटीग्रेट करना है और इसके लिए एक ही स्टैंडर्ड रूल अप्लाई करेगा. हम एक और सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हैं इसे. हम 1 प्लस एक्स को t लिख देते हैं. 1 प्लस एक्स को t लिख देते हैं, तो हमारा यहाँ पे 1 to 2 हो जाता है और यहाँ पे माइनस log t हो जाता है.
dt.
log t dt, आई एम सॉरी, यहाँ पे भी dx आएगा. ठीक है. सो अब हम यहाँ पे एक ही तरीका है जो है इफेक्टिवली काम करेगा यहाँ पे बाय पार्ट्स. सो हम यहाँ पे इसे लिख देंगे माइनस टी log t.
ओके.
माइनस माइनस यहाँ पे प्लस हो जाएगा. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे हम उसको दोबारा एक पार्ट को जो हमने इंटीग्रेट किया था और हमें log t को डिफरेंशिएट करें, तो हम log t को डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे तो वैल्यू क्या आती है? 1 बाई टी और हम dt. ठीक है. अब ये
कैंसल्स आउट,
टी एंड टी जैसे कैंसिल हो गया, राइट. तो अब हमारे पास dt बचा. dt है फ्रॉम 1 टू 2. अब हम इसमें सब्सटीट्यूट कर देते हैं आंसर में. तो हमारा आंसर क्या आता है? माइनस 2 log 2 माइनस माइनस, यानी पहले तो यहाँ पे देखिए जब लोअर लिमिट डालेंगे तो log 1 में log 1 डालेंगे तो 0 हो ही जाएगा.
बिल्कुल.
ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे आ जाती है माइनस 2 log 2 प्लस यहाँ पे ये आ जाता है 1. ठीक है. सो log 2 की वैल्यू क्या आ गई? log y की वैल्यू आ गई माइनस 2 log 2 प्लस 1.
बिल्कुल.
तो y की वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगी? y की वैल्यू आ जाएगी आपकी e रेज़ टू द पावर माइनस 2 log 2
प्लस 1. एग्जैक्टली.
सो ये हमारा 5 आ गया.
बिल्कुल.
इसमें हमने बेसिकली लिमिट ऑफ अ सम को यूज़ करा है log लेकर.
सो बेसिकली हमें बहुत सारी चीज़ों का प्रोडक्ट गिवन था, हमने log लेके उसे बहुत सारी चीज़ों का सम बना दिया.
Right.
And then we applied the formula of limit of a sum.
Right.
To find the answer. Okay. So by this we end this question. So in this question, we have to find the area of the loop of the curve x square into plus y minus 1 y square. So can you tell us why in this question there is only one curve, and in the previous question that we solved there were two curves or two or more than curves?
The key lies in the word loop. What you're going to realize when you plot this figure, okay, is that this figure with itself will enclose an area. So it will be something like this.
Okay, that's very interesting.
So this would be the area we would have to find. Okay, now if
So it's
we-
not a function.
It's not exactly a function, because for one value of x we'll have multiple. For one value of y
So
we'll have multiple
okay.
values of x.
Okay, right.
So if you look at it, okay, if we try to plot this figure, first thing we do is we'll write x is equal to plus minus root 1 minus y into y square.
Exactly.
So for this to be
Real
real, and yeah, so for this to be real, then 1 minus y should be
positive.
Positive.
Greater than equal to 0, or we shall say
y
it's non-negative.
y should be less than equal to 1.
Exactly.
As you know that y square is obviously positive.
Yes.
So see, y is less than equal to 1 implies that the graph will lie in a region. This, if suppose this is 0 comma 1. Let us make it y is equal to 1 line rather than just talking about a point. Okay, suppose this is y is equal to 1 line, so the graph will lie below this.
Okay.
Below this, or a point can lie on this line as well, a point or more than 1 point. So if we try to just plot the curve, okay, let's look at what will be the value of x when y is equal to 0.
When y is 0, x will also be 0.
Right, so exactly, so 0 comma 0 will lie on it.
Exactly.
Why we're looking at 0 is because 0 plus minus 0 won't have a difference. So
Yes,
these
exactly.
can be time points. You can call them binding points, where the points where from where the curve would spread. Okay, so look at the other point where it will be 0. You can say at y is equal
At y is
to
equal to 1, x is coming out to be 0.
0. So this point will also lie on the curve.
Okay.
I'll use a different color to point out. Yeah, we'll use a different color to point out that these two are the points.
Okay.
For any value between 0 and 1, for any value between 0 and 1, you'll find out that x will have two values.
Exactly.
So it will
For one y there will be two values of x.
two values of x. Right. So one value of y is, see, you can see one value of y, two values of x.
Exactly.
In the same way, this will continue for all y's below.
Okay.
So below below 1. We know for the function exists for all values below y is equal to 1, less than y is equal to 1, right? And we see that x is at y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1, x is equal to 0.
Okay.
And for all other points, we'll see that x will have two values for every value of y.
Exactly.
So this is the area we have to find. So what we
And
can,
it is called the area enclosed under the loop.
yeah, exactly, area enclosed by the loop. We can quite clearly see the definition speak. The loop is quite clearly visible, and that is why I call these as tying points. This one as a tying point. Okay, now what we can do is we have to integrate. So what we can do is this part of the curve will be equal to plus root 1 minus y into y square.
Okay.
Right. So and as you see, the y 1 minus y is positive, so we can take y square outside
Exactly.
as positive y. So it is equal to y root 1 minus y.
Okay.
And this part of curve is exact symmetrical to it. As we can see, it is plus minus. So whatever is going to lie on the plus side will also lie on the minus side.
Okay. So it's symmetrical about y axis.
Y axis. So now what we want is y root 1 minus y. We have to and this line is y is equal x is equal to 0.
Okay.
So what we can do is we can find this area. We can find this area. We can find this area and multiply it by 2. It will serve our purpose.
Exactly.
So what we'll do is the answer will turn out to be 2y root 1 minus y dy integrating from 0 to 1. Okay, now this question will involve an application which I've told you just now, which is going to be 1 minus y is equal to t square. That is the way we're going to substitute it. You see, the same way we had the function where we had x into x minus a raised to the power n dx, and we could not have integrated it because this is going to yield a polynomial.
Exactly.
In the same way, we can correlate it to this thing as well. So 1 minus y is equal to t square gives you minus dy is equal to 2t dt, or dy is equal to minus 2t dt. Right. So what we do now dy is equal to minus 2t okay dt, root 1 minus y is equal to t, okay, y is, as you can see, is equal to 1 minus t square.
Okay.
Now we got to change limits. 1 minus y is equal to t square, y is equal to, when y is equal to 0, t is equal to plus minus 1, but we'll take the positive value, we'll put t is equal to 1, right? And from this thing we'll from 1 minus y is equal to
Okay.
y is equal to 1, t is equal to 0. Okay, so now we need to integrate this function from 0 to 1. I've just changed the sign and made it positive.
Yes.
So it will turn out to be 2 t square 1 minus t square.
dd.
Actually, you see, the purpose of taking it as 1 and minus 1 doesn't make a difference. If we integrate also from minus 1 to 0, it won't make a difference. 0 to minus 1.
Exactly.
Because the function is even. So now what we can do is the integral would be t cube by okay 3, 2 times okay t cube by okay 3 minus t raised to the power 5 by 5.
Exactly.
And
0 to 1.
From 0 to 1. Right, so the answer will turn out to be 1 by 3, 2 into 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5.
Twice of 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5.
That is 2 into 2 by 15. That is going to be 4 by 15 square units. That is your answer.
Okay. So by this we end this question. So let's start this problem in which we are given that fx is equal to e to the power x plus integral of 0 to 1 e to the power x plus t times e to the power minus x into ft dt. Using this equation, we have to find that what is fx.
One thing you need to realize is that this integral is an integral in dt. So e raised to the power x, e raised to the power minus x, these are behaving as constants over here.
Okay.
So very important to realize this. Basically the functions of x they're not getting integrated, I'll say. They're not behaving as they're behaving as constants would be wrong, but they're not getting integrated because it's an integral in dt.
Okay.
So if we just split this, it becomes e raised to the power x plus integral 0 to 1
ft dt into e to the power x
into e raised to the power x, okay, plus t e raised to the power minus x ft dt. We could have I'll just clear this. I can just get e raised to the power minus x outside because as it is,
because it's constant for that integral.
it's constant for that. It's again 0 to 1. So what we'll do is we write it as e raised to the power x 1 plus integral 0 to 1 okay ft dt
Okay.
plus e raised to the power minus x 0 to 1 tft dt. Right, so how do we go about this question now? हम देखते हैं कि जिसके अंदर जो fx है वो ही एक इंटीग्रल ऑफ fx के टर्म्स में डिफाइंड है.
बिल्कुल.
तो इस क्वेश्चन के लिए हम आगे क्या करेंगे, हम इस चीज़ को एक कांस्टेंट मान लेते हैं जो कि होगी कांस्टेंट, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमें fx नहीं पता.
डेफिनेट इंटीग्रल इज अ वैल्यू.
इज अ वैल्यू, राइट. सो इससे हम fx को लिख सकते हैं कि fx जो आता है वो a e रेज टू द पावर x प्लस b e रेज टू द पावर माइनस x आएगा.
एग्जैक्टली.
अब हमें एक चीज़ पता है कि जो अगर हम इसको करें तो हमें क्या पता है कि 1 प्लस इंटीग्रल 0 टू 1 एफ टी डी टी जो है वो a के बराबर है. ठीक है, वो a के बराबर है.
एग्जैक्टली.
तो अब हम क्या करते हैं कि हम इसमें जो एफ एक्स हमारा निकला है एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ एज्यूमिंग इट एज a, हम उसमें ये वैल्यू डाल देते हैं. तो हम क्या देखते हैं कि 1 प्लस a e रेज टू द पावर x प्लस b e रेज टू द पावर माइनस x
माइनस t. इट शुड बी t.
oh sorry, we integrating in terms of dt plus b e raised to the power minus t dt is equal to a, right? 0 to 1, right? So if we,
and we can also write one more equation, that is b
b, that is t f t dt
integral from 0 to 1.
0 to 1 is equal to b.
Exactly.
So now what we are going to do is we are going to evaluate this. Now we can also, let us first complete this t as write it down as t and write it down as a e raised to the power t plus b e raised to the power minus t. Integral 0 to 1 is equal to b.
Okay.
So these are two equations. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. These are two equations in A and B with which we, if we solve, we'll be able to get the value of A and B.
Okay.
First, let's start with the first equation. Okay, simplifying that. So I am doing it pretty quickly because these are very easy steps.
Because A and B are constant and we can keep them outside the integral.
Exactly. So 1 plus 1 plus e minus 1 minus b e raised to 1 by e minus 1. I've done it pretty quickly, but you'll be able to do it as well. Very simple steps, right? Is equal to a.
Okay.
Similarly, we have t a e raised to the power t. This can be solved easily using by parts. So this will be equal to t plus 1 integral will turn out to be t plus 1 e raised to the power t, and in that case it will turn out to be if you just integrate this t e raised to the power minus t, this will turn out to be minus t e raised to the power t. Okay, it's minus t, I'm sorry, minus t e raised to the power minus t, and you got to integrate minus e raised to the power minus t.
Okay.
So now I hope I've done it correctly. T e raised to the power t minus e raised to the power t. Okay, so actually the first part is wrong. What I have to do is here is t minus 1, t e raised to the power t minus e raised to the power t. It's going to be t minus 1, and this thing is going to be minus t raised to the power minus t minus e raised to the power t is equal. Okay, now I have to put in limits, which is 0 to 0 and 1. I'm sorry, is equal to b. Right, now evaluate.
So putting this value.
What?
Putting this values.
Okay, if you're putting these values, what do we get is this thing is going to become 0 for x is equal t is equal to 1.
Okay.
And for t is equal to 0, this is going to be minus 1. This thing is going to become minus 1 into e raised to the power minus 1. So this is minus e raised to the power minus 1. This thing is going putting 0, it won't give any value. Okay, now for this it will be minus e raised to the power minus 1 minus minus will make it plus 1. So this thing will get cancelled with this thing is equal to b. So this is giving a, okay, right there it was multiplied. Actually I have messed it up completely. So we have I have this a, sorry, it's not going to get cancelled. There was a mistake in the last step that I did. I'm sorry, I'm going to repeat that step for you. Okay, so what we are going to do is a, this is a.
Okay.
This was a, and this had b inside it. So this is going to be this whole thing is going to be multiplied by b, and this thing is going to be multiplied with a, and both of them are going to have 0 to 1 as limits. ठीक है. So find what we हम क्या देख सकते हैं, हम देखते हैं कि यहाँ पे हम 1 डालते हैं, तो 1 डालते हैं तो ये 0 आ जाता है, और अगर हम 0 डालते हैं तो दिस टर्न्स आउट टू बी माइनस a. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं यहाँ पे माइनस b है. माइनस b जो हमारे पास है एक्चुअली यहाँ पे प्लस है, और यहाँ पे प्लस है, और यहाँ पे ये भी माइनस है. ओके, सो अब हम इसको देखते हैं. तो इसमें क्या होता है कि b प्लस b, ओके, 1 डालते हैं तो माइनस 1 ई रेस टू दी पावर माइनस 1, यानी माइनस ई रेस टू दी पावर माइनस 1, और 0 डालते हैं तो यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं आता है, यहाँ ये 0 आ जाएगा, और यहाँ पे 0 डालते हैं तो क्या आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे 1 डालते हैं तो ई रेस टू दी पावर माइनस 1 आ जाएगा.
ओके.
एंड 0 डालते हैं तो 1 आ जाएगा, तो प्लस 1. दिस एक्सप्रेशन इज इक्वल टू b. Now these equations, if you solve, they're slightly complex, and this question also involves a lot of concepts, but if you solve these equations, you'll finally get that b is equal to e over 5 minus 3e, and a is equal to 2 over 5 minus 3e.
Okay.
And hence you have evaluated
fx. Yes.
Fx is equal to a e raised to the power x plus b e raised to the power minus x.
Okay.